Hey, what's up? This is a show where I review my whole Steam library. This is game 22 out of 700 something in my Steam library review marathon. Today's game is Dome Keeper. It's a cute little roguelike survival game where you land on a planet and start digging for valuable resources and relics. Your dome keeps you safe from all the angry aliens whose planet you just invaded. In between attacks, you best be digging and gathering resources to upgrade your defenses, because the longer the game goes on, the angrier the aliens get. There's a ton of upgrades and usually you won't have enough resources to upgrade everything. That's why you have to make some difficult decisions sometimes. Do you get that drill upgrade to improve your scavenging? Or do you rather need that laser upgrade to not die? Also, you better not get too greedy with carrying too much at once or digging too deep without keeping the timer in mind. It happened more than once that I didn't make it back in time because I got too greedy and was digging for too long, and then I just got overrun. Every once in a while you come across these smaller relics that let you improve either your dome or your keeper in some way, be it a spire that blocks enemy projectiles or a power drill that lets you drill even through the strongest of stones. Your goal in a normal run is to uncover these big relics here. For that to happen, you have to find these smaller power station things. The bigger the map, the more difficult this becomes. I remember in one of my first runs I was spending a lot of time aimlessly digging and looking for the last power station before I really understood how it worked. These cable things show you the direction you have to dig, which seems obvious in hindsight, but yeah. After each successful run, you get to choose one out of 3 improvements to keep for future runs. That may be an extra keeper with new mechanics, a different dome weapon like the Tesla Tower, or the dome gadgets that help you with digging and so on. There really seems to be a lot to unlock, try out and customize. You got the different keepers with different abilities, you can customize your dome setup, you can choose the size and difficulty of your map. There's modifiers you can activate, there's one that will double the time before monsters attack you, but we got stronger waves. So it seems like you can really build your run how you like it, so that's something I enjoyed. Other than the normal relic hunt mode I just mentioned, there is 2 other game modes. The guild mode, I'm not sure how it's called correctly, but I'll just call it the guild mode, where you get certain constraints that make your life harder, like a maze map or more aggressive and powerful aliens. And the prestige mode, which I haven't played yet, but from what I understand it's a mode with leaderboards where you try to maximize your score before time runs out. But now, to answer the important question, is it fun to play? Yes it is. The gameplay of having a huge map and digging down to find ores and jewels is really cool. The upgrades all feel very impactful and you wish you had more resources every time you come up to defend your dome. The perks you get during your runs make each run feel unique. In one run, for example, I had these digging dinosaur buddies that helped me clear the way. In another, I had a huge drill that did the digging for me, so I could focus more on defense. In yet another run, I had a perk that let me compress huge amounts of ore into smaller amounts, so I could carry 30 at a time. Each of these had me focus on a different strategy. So it definitely is a lot of fun to experiment with different builds and try out new things. I didn't enjoy playing the Assessor Keeper as much, because he was a little too complicated for me. I prefer the simple digging with a drill. I don't really have anything to criticize, this is a fun time. The only thing I would like to point out is that this game is strictly single player only. I see the potential for huge maps with multiple players. It would be a lot of fun to have some friends with you, but alas, it was not meant to be for this one. Full price for this game is $18, but it does seem to go on sales. If you're still unsure about getting it, wait for a sale. Otherwise, I'd say it's worth paying full price for the amount of content you get. Oh god. So, if you played this game already and you knew about it, I'd be curious to hear what you think. On top of that, if you enjoyed this week's review, be sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell. I release a new one every once in a while. Good luck.